Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm Jackie Ives, your host for Make 'em Fall Madly in Love Summit. 21 experts share keys and tools to help you discover how to attract love, keep it real, and make it last forever. And today, I'm thrilled to have an exceptional woman as a part of our panel. She's going to share some incredible secrets with you. Deborah Kagan, welcome to the show, Deborah. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, Jackie, I'm so excited to be with you all. This is going to be a great, great time.
Wonderful. And so before we dive into our interview, I'd love to share with the audience a little bit more about you. Sing your praises.
Please, feel free.
And so you're a sensual lifestyle specialist, and you have years of practice being a turned-on woman. I love that. And you help women tap into their innate power and connect with their mojo, which is a source of true self-esteem. And from this place, women gain increased enthusiasm for life, allowing for great self-confidence, resulting in the ability to earn more money, reduce stress, and create thriving relationships, personally and professionally. You're also the author of Find Your Me Spot, 52 Ways to Reclaim Your Confidence, Feel Good in Your Own Skin, and Live a Turned-On Life. And the forthcoming, The Sensually Empowered Woman. That's incredible. And so you've combined your methods over 20 years of information and experience in the fields of holistic health and human sexuality. And for 12 of those years, you have been healing the planet one space at a time through your career as a high-end feng shui consultant for clients including NBC, Disney, Bellagio Hotel, CAA, and Williams Morris Agency. Wow, you've really accomplished a lot. And you're also a popular guest speaker on the topic of sensuality and how to transform all areas of your life, personal, business, and spiritual, into one of creativity, passion, and wealth. And as a philanthropist and community activist, you're the founder and currently serve as executive producer of V-Day Santa Monica, a benefit raising awareness and funds to end violence against women and girls. Oh, that's so incredible. And now, as you would say, I want to give a warm welcome to Mojo-licious welcome, a warm Mojo-licious welcome.
Yeah. Woohoo! I know, we're going to really bring that on. I'm so excited.
And so today you're going to talk about live your life lusciously, how to be the CEO of your own sensual self. I love the topic. Tell me about it and tell me, what is a sensual lifestyle specialist exactly?
I know, right? Because it's like when we're little girls, we don't really grow up thinking, gee, I want to be a sensual lifestyle specialist when I grow up. And it's certainly not a box you check off at career day in high school. And really, like everything that we do in life, every experience we have, it really becomes interconnected at some point. And all of my experiences have led me to create this career in helping women to own their own confidence and feel fantastic in their own skin so they can create lives professionally and personally that they love, really, and have those relationships. And I know what we're talking about here today, is a personal relationship and having that romantic relationship that fulfills you. And ladies, you're in really good hands because obviously, Jackie is our beautiful leader of this whole event. And I'm really excited to be here and share my wisdom with you as well because I've had a little bit of experience in the relationship department. Some of my own personal journey and really why I'm so passionate and I love what I do so much is because I was a woman for many years who did not live life lusciously and who was not owning her mojo. And I felt very small and very disempowered. I grew up in a household when my mom was married to her second husband, where there was domestic violence and abuse. And that certainly did not make me feel like a powerful woman. A powerful girl, right? It really created certain messaging that made me feel small and made me feel like it was not good to be a woman. And as time went by, there were things that happened. First time I got into, I went through puberty and everything, and I share these things with you, to be transparent and to just give you a little bit of like who I am and why the information that's coming through me is coming through me and why I'm here to share with you. So in any case, it's a little bit, and in my adult years, I got married in my 20s. Great guy, really wonderful guy, but ultimately not the right man for me. And during that marriage, I really did lose my mojo. And it was devastating. And I did not feel good about myself. And I felt, like, and I was in my early 30s at that time, and I really thought that, it was never going to happen for me. And what happened was I made a conscious commitment to find out everything I could about what it means to truly be an empowered woman, what that looks like from a feminine and from a sensual perspective, where you're owning your true power, which I call mojo. And once I went on that journey, learned the tools, really created something that has substance, which we'll talk about today, I found my love. And I say this again just to share with you. I mean, he is madly in love with me, and I am in love with him. And it every day blows my mind, whether we're in sort of a good space or maybe having an argument about something, that he melts my heart with a blink. And I did not think that was going to be possible. And I am living it. So I'm excited to share these tools and tips with you today.
And so you got your mojo back.
Honey, I got my mojo back in like spades.
So share with the audience what exactly you mean when you say mojo. I love the word, and I've seen it all over social media, but can you expand on it?
Yeah, it's not like the Austin Powers like mojo, baby.
Yeah, it's much better. You do it much better.
It really is, the etymology of it isn't known exactly. However, they do believe that the word has African origins. And what it truly is, mojo is your personal magnetism. It is, you could think about it like your life force. It's your energy. It's that presence and that vibration that people feel from you before you ever open your mouth to say a thing. You are born with it. You have never lost it. It is within you right now. The only thing that happens, and we'll talk about this today, but the only thing that happens to your mojo is it gets covered up, or you could think about it like the volume level just gets turned down. So your mojo is your personal magnetism. You could call it, again, life force. You could call it prana if you're in the sort of yogi world. If you're into the Eastern arts, you could call it chi or ki. Doesn't matter what you call it. For our conversation and in my community, when we're hanging out, we talk about it as mojo. So that's the initial definition. However, I'd love to share with you really the 4 pillars. Like mojo's a 4-letter word, and it's a good 4-letter word, okay? And I'd love to share with you the 4 pillars of mojo, because that is where you're going to get traction on amplifying your own magnetism so you do attract the right man for you. Not just any man. Okay? The right man that matches your vibration, that matches your desires, and what you want to cultivate in a relationship. Is that cool, Jackie?
Yeah, that sounds great. So, where do I sign up?
Okay. So, mojo, 4-letter word. Let's talk about these 4 pillars. The first one is all about your mindset, right? That's the M of mojo. So, I lovingly say, ladies, we got to get our heads screwed on straight. Right? Because what happens in our life above the neck, our mindset, will absolutely create what happens in our outer world. So when we're talking about the context of having him fall madly in love with you, the women that I work with and the clients that I have, and when I teach my own workshops or go speak at, whether I'm at a university or a boardroom somewhere to women, they'll say to me, I really want a relationship. And then the next breath is, but, he's really not out there, or, I'm not really going to find the right guy, and all this sort of stuff. Now, you see, that this is a mindset issue, because you're literally stating your desire, and in a moment, you are taking away that desire. You're negating that desire by saying it's not possible. And so what you have to recognize with your thoughts is that they have power. Your thoughts have energy, and everything in this world is made up of energy, like quantum physicists, right? They've proved this to us ad nauseum at this part. So If your thoughts are actual energy, they are things. And so our thoughts create our words. And the words that then come out of your mouth start to create the actions that you do or you do not take. All right? And so this process is how your life gets created. And it gives you the results that maybe you want and maybe you don't. So the first part of Mojo is we got to check in with that mindset. All right?
Yeah. Great. Monitoring your thoughts.
Yes, and really being clear, about what you're saying. And when you find yourself contradicting yourself, which we all do, by the way, I mean, all of us, right? You absolutely have to steadfastly just say, that's not the truth, when you find yourself contradicting it. Because that's all ego and fears, and, it's a longer conversation. But that's the first piece, right? Really start to check in with your thoughts and your beliefs. The second part of Mojo, and really living your life lusciously, is the O, right? That first O of Mojo. And this, ladies, is your oasis. This is your body. And this is where your mojo lives. Your power, your presence lives in your body. And we have a storehouse of mojo in our body. So I'd love to share with you where that is, because the best way to start to access your true mojo is to connect with your power center. That's what houses all the mojo. So go ahead with me and take your thumb, place it right under your belly button.
Okay.
Right under that bottom crevice of the belly button. Then you can take your middle finger, I don't want to, but your middle finger, and place it right above your pubic bone. Okay, so thumb under the belly button, middle finger right above the pubic bone. So you can feel the top of that pubic bone.
Yeah.
So this is the top and the bottom of your power center. It goes from the front side of the body all the way to the back side of the body. And as women, we have these fabulous things called hips, which are like the parentheses holding your power center in place.
I love it.
Why it's so fun when we dance and move our bodies, we actually feel better, right? We start to activate that power center, okay? So the thing that's important to get about your oasis, no matter what size you are, no matter what shape you are, no matter what age you are, it doesn't matter. Remember, you have all the mojo within you right now. And that power center is the place that it's stored. So it's important that you at least start to acknowledge that place in your body. And you're talking about creating a relationship with your, perfect guy. You have to start first by having a great, beautiful relationship with your power center. Start there.
Yes.
Your feminine energy. There's a lot of conversation these days about masculine and feminine. So they're just two qualities of energy. Everything, again, is energy. The feminine energy, which is what, a more masculine man is looking for in a woman, some that feminine flow, which doesn't mean that you have no power within you. Feminine energy is very powerful. It lives in your body. Your masculine energy lives in your head, in the mindset. So that's also another really important piece about the mojo. So the third step in mojo is the J, and this is about joining with all the different roles that you play in life. So you probably have a career or a job, right? There's a professional role that you have. Then there's a personal role that you have, whether it's with a loved one, like a family member or friends, or, with your significant other. You're not exactly the same when you're with them than when you're at your job. And then you probably have some kind of a hobby. Maybe you like horseback riding, maybe you're a yogi, maybe you go skiing, sailing, whatever it might be. And there's a different kind of quality that comes out when you're doing your hobbies. So these are all different roles that you play. The thing that happens to all of us, and especially in the context of this relationship conversation, most women, when they come to me and when we talk, the role that has been shoved way back or hiding in a corner is the sensually empowered role, the one that can be, the the doted upon, the one who knows how to receive love from her romantic partner, right? That one seems to have gotten a bad rap over these last 40, 50 years, and a lot of women just don't have experience with activating that role, letting that place be alive in your life. I'm sure you probably find that too, Jackie. And
in receiving and just being the receiver.
Yeah, and it's really being connected to that like powerful feminine place.
Yeah.
So when we are disconnected from certain roles, and again, this happens to everybody, and we don't know all the strengths and the potency and the capability that we truly have within us, what happens is there's that little nagging thing in the back of your head that goes, people just aren't getting me. I just don't feel like I'm really seen. I just don't feel like people are really hearing me. Or I don't know how to let people know that, this is me. I don't know how to let myself sort of be in a more feminine place. Like I don't know how to turn off work mode, right?
Yes, okay.
So the joining with all of your roles gives you the capability to turn off that work mode when you're going out on the dates. And you can just be, and you can just dial up the volume on that sensually empowered, turn up the volume on your CEO of your sensual self and really be there on the date, as you in that space, instead of dragging other parts that really don't have any, place to be on that date, right? We all kind of know that experience.
Absolutely. And
yeah.
So just coming into more femininity that we have, I guess it's been atrophied over the last 40 years by societal conditionings.
Exactly. Atrophy is a great word. And I say that a lot because it simply is like if you haven't gone to the gym in a while, right? The muscle has a memory and it knows what it needs to do. But if you haven't done it in, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 10 years, it's just going to take a little more effort and just, some enthusiasm for the process to just perk itself back up. And man, as soon as you have a commitment and a consistency with that, bam, all of a sudden, I got some nice biceps coming on,
Is there some tips you can give to be able to tap into more of your feminine power, or become more feminine, or just to
yeah. The best way to do that is, number one, you have to start to have a relationship with your oracle, with your body. You need to start to literally feel yourself lower in your body, which is why we talk about that power center. When we're just up here having conversations, living our life from up here, there is no connection to femininity at all. Dancing, whether you take a class or you just turn on your iTunes in your office, like I do 5-minute dance breaks pretty regularly throughout the day, that way it just gets you back in your body and you get connected to that lusciousness. And when you're in that place, feminine energy is just, rippling off you, and you have so much more magnetism to draw the things that you really want to you.
I love it. That's great. I love the little dance break.
Yeah, those are all really helpful. And then real quick, just so we close the loop and talk about the fourth pillar of Mojo, it's that last O. Okay. This is the oasis. Okay, and you mentioned when you were sharing about my professional background, it's been over 18 years I've been a professional feng shui consultant. So I've helped hundreds, it might even be close to, a little over 1,000 at this point, of people really create very potent homes that support bringing in a relationship, bringing in higher vibration, vitality. And your oasis, which is the home that you live in and you spend your time in, has a connection to how good you feel about yourself, what possibilities you are opening yourself up to, and the amount of energy that you have every day. So that's the fourth part of Mojo. So to live your life lusciously, all you have to do is look at one of those four pillars. Like anytime you're feeling a little off, just go, okay, right, I heard about that Mojo thing. Which area do I need to pay attention to right now?
That's fantastic. I love it. And it sounds pretty simple because you've broken it down into four pillars, as you said. And so, yes, thank you. That's really empowering information.
My pleasure.
So you have a lovely free gift that I'd love for you to share with the audience at this time, a little bit more about what they can expect to receive if they take the time to grab that generous offering.
Yeah, absolutely. So ladies, here's the thing. You now know about those four pillars, and I know that you probably want to get some more ways to access them and utilize them. So what I put together for you is a 4-video series. They are the 4 pillars to being the CEO of your sensual self, and they go deeper into each of those 4 steps. If you do nothing, because I know you're getting a lot of information, and I think that's amazing. However, you've got to take action, right? Like awareness without action, this is a Kaganism, awareness without action is simply mental masturbation. So remember, it's awareness plus the action. So take the action, go access this video series. All the videos are under 5 minutes because I get we're all really busy. And if you do nothing else, watch video number 2. It is going to teach you a technique called igniting the power center. Now that's the home of your mojo. That's what's going to up your radiance. That's what's going to up your magnetism and draw that guy to you. So again, if you do nothing else, watch video number 2. I got to tell you though, all 4 videos are pretty great. Shall I give the URL of where they can find that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So you can find those videos at tinyurl.com/SEW vid, SEW vid, VID dash JI. Okay, so that's tinyurl.com/S like Sam, E Edward W Walter, vid dash JI.
Oh, I love it. I actually kind of took a sneak peek at the videos, and they are remarkable. You really get straight to the point, and I love the way that you just broke down mojo, and it's easy to remember, and I just think that your gift is wonderful, and I think the work that you're doing is incredible. And I just love just listening to you talk about dropping into your sensuality. And thank you so much for being here on this summit and sharing your secrets with us. And I hope the audience sees the value in taking advantage of these videos, because this is what you do need to do to attract the love that you do want. So Deborah, thank you so much for the work that you're doing, and keep it up. You've got a 4th book coming out, right? That's The Sensually Empowered Woman. Do you want to share with us a little bit about that?
You know what? It's in the birthing process. So if any of you out there have ever written a book, you know it sometimes, it's not always an easy labor. So it's in the birthing process. But you mentioned my other book, Find Your Me Spot, and that one really answers your question, like how can we access more of our feminine energy and our femininity? And so that's a great, great tool that's available as a paperback or an ebook, and you can find it, at any of the regular Amazons or iBooks or Nook, or it's available on all those. So it's a great resource.
And I love the title. I think the title is really clever. And so I'll be looking for your 4th book. I'm excited about that. And thank you for being here on the summit today. I so enjoyed our interview.
Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you putting this together too. It's a great value for women. So thank you for hosting.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And thank you all for being here today on Make Him Fall Madly in Love. And we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.